Hello, my great and wonderful people. We welcome you all once again to our today's episode of this program. And today, my dear people, I'm super excited for waiting I come to share with you now today. Yes, for quite a long time now, say, I never bring news when it be say yes, even me myself when it bring the news, say I dey happy. This will not be something when it be say we want to read now videos. I want to take una pass some series of video concerning this governor of Rivers State when in name now Sir Benedict Ayade. Yes, I come to know according to the word of God when it talks say leader say na bond that they bonding. Yes, when you see leader when it be say they really bonding with that mantle now once you will tell no say yes this one they bonding. Because since we dey see the series of things when they be say this man they do, even when they go build all this estate housing for the people when they be say it dey Bakassi Peninsula, we think say na little thing na in do, but now we want take una stage by stage. And the reason why be say we dey do this thing not pass, be say to pass message, a strong message to all the governors when it be say the day inside this very country. When he talks, say, it not dey possible for good thing to come out for inside all the states for Nigeria, all because of say they talk say things hard. May they see this one. I beg, make una do us favor. Share these messages. Share this broker so that it will reach them. May they use their eye, they see. Waiting wisdom, fit do for man. Even out of nothing, say you fit make out something.
Grassroots State again is taking the country by storm, installing the first cocoa processing factory that goes from cocoa bean to chocolate bar, designed for export to attract the dollar. It is my commitment that I'm going to make young Cross-Riverians green millionaires. Green that they are fresh, green that is agricultural based. This cocoa processing plant is one bold justification, one bold sign that indeed Grassroots State is ready to lead Africa into an industrial revolution. This component is already ready for commissioning. Goodbye to those days you used to dry cocoa on a tar road. Goodbye to those days when the flavor of our cocoa is lost, occasioned by wrong cleaning and wrong processing. Today we have a ultra-modern, 21st century, latest technology processing of cocoa.
Cross-River State works and the governor knows no sleep, so that after the pandemic, there will be food in the country. There will be food in the land. So Cross-River State, a partnership with Central Bank of Nigeria in collaboration with Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, under the support of President Buhari's federal government, have decided to provide seedlings for this onset of rainy season coming. Because if we sit back and relax, when the pandemic is over, you will have difficulty of food. And during harvest, we're going to have a famine facing us as a nation. So at my background, what you see is a massive production of seedlings under a special program in partnership with Central Bank for supply to Nasarawa, Kogi, and of course Ebonyi State, including Cross River State. So these four states come under our first offer of cover. Cross River State alone have 30,000 farmers to supply seedlings to. That's a whole lot, and we've got 4 states. This was occasioned by the challenges we faced when the badges were ready for delivery, and then there was a shutdown, a complete lockdown. So we had a massive loss of these young biological propagates, that we had challenges. So we had to cry out to Central Bank, and Central Bank came to our rescue, talking with DSS and talking with the appropriate authorities to give us ease of passage across to these states. So I am happy that we are delivering to Kogi, effortlessly delivering to Ebonyi, delivering to Nasarawa without problems at all. We are preparing ourselves for post-coronavirus era. So we have prepared ourselves to be the biggest rice producers. Cross River State is massively investing into the mass production of nose mask and face mask. But in the course of time, it became obvious that the PPEs became even far more critical, the personal protective equipment. Without the PPEs, health workers and frontline workers in general are at risk. And so there is a need for the production of PPEs. This face shield will be the first and major shield production here in Nigeria. And I think that the federal government will be excited to encourage the resumption of school. Obviously, the coronavirus has come to stay with us. And the reality is that experientially, countries that have tried to resume school have had to contend with increased prevalence of the virus. So obviously, how long are we going to wait as a country? So perhaps we have to adopt a new lifestyle that will integrate coronavirus as part of our lifestyle. And so for Cross River State, we have a strong commitment that young children cannot continue to stay at home. The more they stay, the more the moral decadence, the more the indiscipline, the more they become very lazy to get back to school and get started. At every stage in life, there's a time where you have to be in class. And once the children miss that delicate phase, it becomes dangerous. We don't know how long this will take again. So I think it is wise for the kids to go back to school. I have seen this happen in China. The kids are back to school with their nose mask and a shield. So you wear your nose mask and you wear your face shield. When you get to school, you drop the mask and wear the shield only to class to allow you for more ventilation, to allow you for better breathing. And because the virus does not go under the shield, it only comes on a direct travel, so you are protected. So I think Cross River State will want to see that the school start. For sure, because we care, we will want to support our public schools with free provisions of PPEs. But our PPE for schools is limited only to the nose mask and face shield. But for the health workers in Cross River State, this will be provided at no cost, but the state government will bond the cost and supply the full kitting for medical personnel from our primary health centers to our secondary, to our tertiary in the state. So Cross River State welcomes you to high quality PPE production plant where we can provide for all the doctors in Nigeria all their PPE requirements. Cross River State has stood firm believing in the grassroots structure, and we are happy to announce to you that you are coming into office while the governor leaves behind a total sum of 11,386,000,000. One will wonder how a state like Cross River State will leave behind a cash sum of 11,386,000,000. It is our commitment to our local government that when a democratic government comes in place, it will have something to start and start running immediately. So billionaires, you are welcome. I'm just too happy today that today the cross has left me to you. Remember, I'm giving you a counsel that I'm not owing salary, I am not owing pension. And I don't want to hear that you're owing salary, you are owing pension. The month that is due at hand, the money is already there in the account. So you know that I'm not owing. Today marks the beginning of a great opportunity for our people at the grassroots level who have never had a direct access to government to now feel the sense of governance right back home. No amount of money is more than the brain capital, which is intellectual money. You must bring value. You must go into agriculture. You must, as a local government, create industry. I mean, primary industry where you become a source of raw material for the various factories that we have built. I don't want a chairman of council or vice chairman of council that I always see in Calabar, unless you are the mayor, which is Calabar municipality. Today is the end of a sleeping council. When you drive past a local government, it is there. You have the power to sack any staff who refuse to come to work. Our councils have to be viable again. Our local governments have to be busy again. And I will pay you surprise visits. Let me see whether you, the council chairman, the vice chairman, you are on seat. As a state, we are going to prohibit international travels, international tours as much as possible. Stay within your local government area. If you have meetings, if you have conferences, if you have workshops, please keep them in your local government. Our emphasis for you, social housing. providing housing for every poor person if you can, community roads, community water, community lighting. Let us have a change at that primordial level. God will be rewarding you for that more than that skyscraper, more than that superhighway. Because humanity comes first. Nothing is more. So that in 2023, when we go back to them and say we want your votes again, they should turn back and see the difference. And I am also watching, because I don't want to come to campaign in that local government for whoever our candidate will be, and they say, you brought us chairman that became an embarrassment. Now, at the level of local government, when you become a chairman of council, vice chairman of council, there's a consumption sophistry that will alter, and that calcification can lead to great public outcry. From somebody who was struggling to make a living, suddenly one house has been built, the next house is being built, one car is moving, the next car. We are seeing such a dramatic change. It will call for communal hatred. If I, as a governor, has only one telephone number, and those who know me from before the days of MTN, as soon as MTN came to Nigeria, I've got one number, it has remained the same number, and I've not changed it as a senator, I never changed it as a governor. And that's why I ask that every one of you should put down your number. No chairman of council, no vice chairman of council, under the moral boundaries that I have set, should change the number. You sought to serve the people. You cannot run away from the people. This is the time to love your husband. This is the time to love your wife. Now you have grown. This is not to tell him, I've tolerated you enough.